Jennifer Jolly, welcome back to Inside South Florida. We made the joke already, but you are at CES 2025, which is basically Christmas every season with all the goodies that you have for us. So what are you pitching today?
Well, overall impressions here, tech leaders are going all in on AI accelerated everything. But just like AI empowers all kinds of goodies here, it emboldens the bad guy scammers too. So I keep walking around thinking, who's looking out for all of us in all of this? Well, I found one, McAfee. They just unveiled a new scam detector service. Basically, it runs nonstop in the background of all of your devices, scrutinizing every single thing coming in, emails, texts, videos, to stop and flag potential scams in real time. Then send you an instant notification to say, hey, don't respond to that one. Here's why, and here's how to make sure you don't get duped in the future. I mean, we get a dozen scam messages every single day and lose an average of nearly $1,400 to scams. So I just wanted to take a pause and start with that one before moving right on to the absolute showstopper of the entire show. This is Lenovo's ThinkBook Plus Gen 6 rollable laptop. Look at that. At the touch of a button, that screen rises up and gives you an extra 2.7 inches of screen real estate, goes from 14 to 16.7 inches. That's a 50% increase in scrollable space. It's like having an entire second screen attached to your Take Everywhere gadget that lets you work with split screens, but you can also just, well, instead of having to carry around an extra screen, it just glides down and tucks behind the keyboard whenever you don't need it. This is genius, with the web more suited to tall, narrow smartphone screens than ever, giving a laptop a taller display, no brainer, expected to land early this year for around $3,500. Another major highlight here for me was just experiencing Dolby Atmos sound in a new Cadillac Optic electric SUV. I have never heard music that way before outside of a professional recording studio, and now it is coming to several new vehicles near you. Seriously, you guys, this blew me away. It is like you're surrounded by sound. It's moving through you and around you. You can feel it and hear new parts of your favorite songs. I had the chills. I had tears in my eyes at one point. It's ridiculously awesome. The average American spends nearly 40,000 hours during their lifetime driving. It's the #1 place most people listen to music. So again, this just makes great sense. You got to hear that Dolby Atmos integration in a car for yourself. Now for these smart cleaning bots making headlines here, Mammotion's new Luba 2 AWD series uses advanced AI vision to mow your yard like a pro right out of the box. No boundary wires, no giant learning curve or complicated setup. Pairs with an app on your smartphone and can go to work right away in 2.5 acres. And then thanks to its really unique all-wheel drive system, it sees and avoids obstacles, handling 80% of slopes, and it can go along edges, duck under trees, where all other robots just totally get stuck. Pre-sale just started. And speaking of smart robots, Narwhal, one of the best out there, they just announced a new flagship robo vacuum called the Flow that cleans closer to walls and corners with a track-driven mop pad that extends to reach the edges, while also using dual water tanks to keep the mop clean and remove any brackish water. There's also an anti-tangle side brush that gets into corners and a brush cover that goes right next to the ground to add extra suction to surfaces like carpet. This launches in June. Read more, see all the prices, more details at techish.com. Follow along at Jen Jolly on Instagram. Did I get it all in? Back to you.
Jennifer, so exciting. We're so thrilled for our 2025 tech this year. But I got to ask you one more question. What song were you jamming out to in that car?
Take On Me. It was Take Me On. And then the chorus would come in, and it was, I kept thinking, oh my gosh, I've got a choir behind me singing the chorus. It was awesome.
Hanging out with awesome in the car. I love it. Jen, thanks so much for hopping on to ISF. Enjoy CES. Always a pleasure having you.
Thank you.